Hey, I'm Matt Presley, writing under MD Presley because I don't know my own name apparently. And a while back I made the Fantasy Cover Cliche challenge, in which you had to count off the number of cliches on a cover and then consume that many units of alcohol and then pitch your book. It's a fun game. I didn't do it for book 2, but here we have a beautiful cover for book 3, Glass Dagger. And we'll look at the cliches real quick from under my stairs, Harry Potter spots. But we see we got a obscured face. We have beautiful flames shooting out of the dagger there, which is a magical effect. That's another one. Probably should have 2 since the glowing eye, but you know, I don't want to. And in the background we got a bladed weapon. That doesn't count as 2 because it is not in the ground or anything. It's actually behind the hill if you look at it. So yeah, new cover, book 3 coming out in a matter of weeks. So I thought to honor it, I will have this wonderful concoction made by Bookwool at the Tome and Tankard Inn. Wait, yes? Yes. She now writes at the Fantasy Inn. This is called Marta's Breakfast. It is a cocktail she made specifically for book 1, The Woven Ring. And it is kind of like a White Russian, but it's made with whiskey because she seems to know that that is the greatest liquor of all times. And has frozen coffee ice cubes, so it gets better with each one. This is a double since I have 4 to do, so excuse me a minute while I consume this. I'll be back in 30 minutes to let you know a little bit about book 3. Hey, it's 30 minutes later. I'm not feeling anything. I could probably fly a plane if needed, but I will try to pitch this this here book. Since I figure it's the 3rd book in the series, then I would probably have to give away some stuff from books 1 and 2. So I'm just going to do the world real quick and then do a couple of spoiler things. I'll say the spoiler thing so you can stop watching. All right, so this is a series of Soul Harvest. It's a flintlock fantasy, which means it's kind of based on the American Civil War. There's no elves, no dwarves, none of that. What you do have is a whole bunch of people that have the living embodiment of their god in every living thing. Some of them have extra ones, and they have powers and can do things like psychic exoskeletons, which is a easy word to say. Like our main protagonist, Marta. Others can read minds, like the protagonist of book 2, Luca, who shows up in book 1 too. So yeah, anyways, that's not a spoiler. They also got some of the technology thing with flying trains and ley lines, and yeah, so it's kind of fun. Anyway, so spoiler alert. Yeah, so each book is interconnected, timelines. We go through it's 2 timelines. It's always the present timeline and then also the past from one of the characters to add a little perspective. First book was Marta, second book was Luca, and this book, our antagonist, Graf. In fact, we actually learned what Graf's real name is. Spoiler alert. Oh wait. So yeah, this is delving into the villain for a change, and after how book 2 ended with Luca, we find out if what Luca suspected is in fact true from having been inside of Monsieur Graf's brain. Yeah, it's fun. I like it. Buy it. The end.